season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Plus through the tackle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Fields. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
My little fat dude. I'm like a medical center. You ended on your team so I can take my shots to places. Probably like 15 more seconds or less.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Right back to him on first down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Hardman on a return. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields
forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
To throw is Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields
trying to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A huge play there for Washington.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 29, Fields. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Third and long. It's Fields.
Wide open receiver, complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Here's Hardman to return. 13 yards the tally on the return there.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields dancing to his left.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Check flag 11, check flag 11. Hey, here we go. Hey, check flag 11, check flag 11.
On first down, it's Fields.
Going up top.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He's going to take another shot here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Lets this one rip toward Graham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Fields. Lewis has the 1st down and then some. And all the way up to the 35-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Fields throwing again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On first down, Fields.
Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fields on first down.
And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on second down. Fields.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Travis Etienne.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 4.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Rodgers on the return.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before the break. Fields
taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Here's Rodgers to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive can get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Fields now to throw.
Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Now it's Fields. Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Scotty Miller,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Rodgers on the return.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not It's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Fields.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
154 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Right, and he'll protect himself. Winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now, a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Fields. He's going to try and go deep again.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
ETN once more.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, here's ETN.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's a give to ETN. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Chase, complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
They snap it to Fields. That is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
183 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And all the way inside. inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time he is in. Yes. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A huge play there for Washington. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays, doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Now it looks like he'll throw here, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Mecole Hardman,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 243 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league. Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.